Hey guys, how are you guys doing today? We are back with some more Blade & Soul, and I'll be giving you guys some tips today on the upcoming Awakening patch. I'm really excited. I hope you guys are excited as well. I'm pretty sure that everybody, or a lot of players, are going to be coming back to the game just because of the Awakening patch itself. If this patch fails, we all going down. We all going down. Anyways, let's get started. If you guys are a brand new player, this video is more kindred towards the new players. So I'm here to give you guys some very valuable tips. Is that when you play or just install the game and play it, okay, make sure that when you start playing the game, you pick a class that you enjoy playing. There are 12 classes in Blade & Soul, and it's a very variety. There's lots of variety in the game. So be sure to, when you pick your class, you enjoy playing that class. Now, how do you know if you're enjoying that class? Well, just make sure that you try out every single class. The best way to do it, and the most time efficient thing to do, is to just play the class all the way up to the point where you can defeat a NPC named the Black Rose. Now, I'm not going to spoil whoever that is. However, she is called the Black Rose, and you need to defeat her at one point. When you get to that point, ask yourself, do I enjoy this class enough to keep going on the story? Because the story is very long. It's not one of those stories where it's from a console, right? It's like 8 hours of story and that's it. No. If you are level 1, okay, if you are level 1, it will take you 3 days if you're going as fast as possible and skipping every single dialogue, skipping every single part of the story, okay? It will take you approximately 3 days, 8 hours each in order to clear the story. It takes a long time. So if you do, the part where I said just defeat the Black Rose and see if you enjoy your class or not, it will approximately take you about a day, okay? Like a day. That's how quick it is to get up to that point. However, well, maybe 2 days if you're slow. Yeah, maybe 2 days if you're slow. But the thing is, make sure you pick the class that you enjoy, because if you don't enjoy the class you play, you're gonna get burned out very quickly, and in 2 weeks you'll be like, I'm not gonna play this game anymore because it's boring, and you don't know why it's boring. It's probably because you don't enjoy the class. And just just play the class that you think is most fun, and play the class that you'll enjoy the most. That is the most important. Okay, so as you can see here, I have many classes, and for those of you who have known me in the past of the channel, I used to play my Blade Master here, but now she is just there for me to do some weeklies, some dailies, and chill out with some of my friends with it if they need Hongmoon block for certain raids. But now I main Warrior, so a lot of the cool things are gonna come to the channel as well, and it'll be a great thing, because the reason why I switched from BM to Warrior is because I didn't enjoy the class anymore. And at the beginning it was fun, but this Blade Master just has too many flaws with it, and I didn't really enjoy Blade Master. And as soon as I heard Warrior was coming, I was like, it's time to reroll, boys, and I absolutely rerolled hardcore. Alright, so just pick a class that you enjoy, and you will stay on the game much longer, okay? Let's get on with number 2, the second most important thing. Alrighty guys, so the second most important thing is to complete the story, or push past the point of defeating the Black Rose, and completing the story for the remainder of it. Now, as soon as you complete the story, you're gonna want to do the orange quest. Now, this one is called Nightfall Sanctuary. There should be 2 more that's called Konda VR and the Aransu School or something like that, right? But there'll be 2 more orange quests that you want to do. Of course, I have already completed 2 of them, which is the one for Skybreak Spire and the one for Temple of Illuvium. And these 2 orange quests, they will allow you for you to have the ability to do the raids, okay? They'll also unlock some weekly raids as well, so make sure you guys get the orange quest done to unlock those. But the main thing, or the reason why you want to do it, is to unlock Skybreak Spire, unlock Temple of Illuvium and unlock Nightfall Sanctuary. Even though you probably won't be doing Nightfall Sanctuary or Temple of Illuvium anytime soon, especially if you're a new player, you'll probably be doing Skybreak Spire very immediately. So get the orange quest done, and since you've been a great player, you'll also be unlocking a few of the weekly raids, which is Dawn of Kandar VR, Fallen Aransusor, Snowjade Fortress, and if you do the Grand Celestial ones, Hall of the Keeper and Hall of the Templar, those will bring you pretty decent amount of materials and some gold as well. So that's why you want to get the gold, the orange quest done, because the orange quest will allow you to do these quests here. Alright guys, so the third most important thing is to learn how to play your class. The reason why this is so important is because if you know how to play your class, especially early on, you're probably gonna die a lot, and when you die a lot, it's not fun to die, is it? Right? So when you when you learn how to play your class, most of the classes in Blade & Soul are extremely easy to play. What I mean by easy to play, I mean by really easy to play, regardless of how difficulty on the star meter is in the character creation lobby. Regardless of how many stars it has on difficulty, don't look at that as how hard it is a class to play. Look at it as in that's how much skill base, right? It's how much skill in order for you to play it very, very high. However, it's not what it seems like, because the rotation that you'll learn, especially for PvE, which I'm pretty sure that's what most people are in this game, is to PvE. It's not hard to learn the rotation, and it's very aggravating when you see a soul fighter and elemental stance just swiping away at range when they should be in melee doing massive amount of damage. Same thing for freaking wardens and lightning warden. It's very funny to watch them just left click and right click, and they never go into frenzy stance. It's absolutely hilarious to see that. And I get really frustrated by that too. It's just absolutely annoying, right? But every single class has CCs. If you don't know what CCs are, they're crowd control. If you every single class has iframes, so some classes have more iframes than others, and every single class has mobility skills, except Warlock, because Warlocks are my bad. I'm just kidding. Awakening, Warlocks get a pretty good amount of mobility, but my whole point is learn how to play your class, because when you learn how to play your class, you know what skill is your CC. Learning CC is so important. I cannot stress that enough. In dungeons, you're gonna need to CC the boss, and there's gonna be one or two players be like, "What is a CC?" and I'm gonna be like, "You're stunned, you're knocked down, you're dazed." And I've had people who ask me, "What's a stun?" And I've been questioning my entire existence of trying to help people, because sometimes you just can't help that. You just can't help that. Okay? So make sure to learn your class. Make sure you know what skills do. Make sure you know what the hell you're doing in dungeons and know your rotation. Alright guys, let's move on to number 4. Alright guys, so the fourth most important tip I want to give to you guys is to learn dungeons and raids mechanics, okay? Because those two things right there alone will save you so much time and so much stress for other people as well, because I personally know every single mechanic in the game except for a few of them, except for the few of them where it's more or less the range class do it, right? But I know about 95% of the mechanics in the game, and that's because it's probably I should have put this at all these tips I'm giving you, they're priority number 1, right? But I just have to list them, I have to put them in a list, and mechanics just comes in place number 4, right? So learning how to do dungeons and raids, their mechanics can be very punishable, especially in raids. In raids, if you fail a mechanic, it can result in your party wiping. It can result in multiple players resulting in them being dead. And in some raids, you fail one tiny mechanic, okay? And Twilight Temple, if you stack the cubes wrong, okay, if you place the cubes wrong, you automatically wipe. Okay, your whole part, like the whole 12 players wipe immediately. So I cannot stress how important it is for you guys to learn mechanics before you do any of the dungeons, especially Ransack Treasury, the Shadowmoor, Dreamsong Theater, and Brute Chamber. From let me see, Sandstorm all the way down to Naryu Sanctum and even lower, you do not need to know their mechanics, because those dungeons are basically outdated and you do not require any mechanics to do them. However, if you want to do Brute Chamber, if you want to do Dreamsong Theater, and if you want to do Ransack Treasury at a consistent clearing party, you need to know mechanics, because one person in a dungeon or raid can screw up your entire run. Okay, so that's very important. I really want to emphasize that. Learn when to CC the boss, because the boss will open up his CC bars. The time frame of the boss opening CC bars is very short. It's about 3 seconds. And so those 3 seconds, people need to know when to CCs, because if you fail to CC in those 3 seconds and the boss says, you failed to CC, I'm gonna wipe you now. I'm gonna kill you all. Haha. So don't be that guy that doesn't press their CC, and we know who it is that made does fail. We play it off as we don't know, but we really know who it is. Okay, so don't be that guy that doesn't press his CC correctly. And with that being said, let's go to number 5. Alright guys, so the last and final thing I want to tell you guys is to be socialized. Now, socializing with other players could be a very hard task for some people. However, in Blade & Soul, it is a team game, okay? So make sure you guys want to get gear, and if you guys don't know how to gear up, I've already have a 2-part series about that already on the channel, so be sure to check those out if you haven't already. Make sure you guys join a clan, or try to join a clan as soon as you can, because clans is where you can socialize and where gear doesn't really matter. Your clan mates are more than happy to help you with basically anything that you have to do with the game, and they'll give you some very good advice as well. Of course, I can't cover every single thing in this short video. However, I want to get my point across, is that to talk to other people. This is a team. This is a team game. Okay, so to do raids, to do hard mode on dungeons, to do anything that needs a team, you want to be in a clan. A clan will be able to help you throughout the game, and you guys will probably have fun more than anything if you play with other players and you have a good time playing with other players. I want to really emphasize that, because if you're in a game, okay, if you're in Blade & Soul, and let's say you play the game by yourself, okay, you play a game by yourself and you have no one to talk to, you're probably gonna leave the game in about 3 months, not 3 months, about 3 weeks, 2 months at best, because you don't have anybody to talk to, and that's when the game gets really boring, because you're doing the same thing and again and again and again, and this is a very repetitive game. You have to do a lot of the same thing again, over and over. Okay, so having the option to talk to other people is very nice, especially when you can meet them in clans and do raids and all that stuff. It's very good to socialize, and this is a team game. Remember, it's a team game. And as always, guys, thank you guys for watching this video. Hopefully you guys find these tips very helpful for you guys, and I'll see you guys on the Awakening patch. See you guys then.